What's happening, guys and gals? You know what time it is. It's your boy Zach back in the house with another workout video. Today's workout was back and biceps, my favorite day of the lifting week. I hope everybody's doing well. I am feeling great doing these uploads again. Gives me a sense of purpose at the gym, and it's fun to share the content with you guys and to document my progress along the way. So first exercise started off with a barbell row. I debated whether to do deadlifts first or not, but I chickened out and opted for barbell row as my main compound exercise of the day. I basically pyramided my way up to 185, 195, 205 for 8, and then I did one back down set of 185 for 12 reps. I'm happy with the form here. It's not picture perfect, but I am trying to bend over until the bar is almost at mid-shin and then bring my upper body forward, so I'm almost bringing my belly button towards the bar as I row up. And even at the highest point, I'm still about 45-degree angle with my upper back, which is fine by me, feels good, and it's nice to get a good rhythm going with my hips, because sometimes I do get a little bit of left hamstring tightness if I try to stay too strict with my hips pushed back in the hip hinge. So right here you can see the back down set of 12 reps at 185. Been doing these beltless. I may try a belt in the future if I'm upping the weight. I'll probably start with that once I get to a 225 row. But for now, beltless is totally fine, and really, lower back feels tight and it's contracted, but it doesn't feel like it's the overall limiting factor. Usually that is my grip. And let's see, after the barbell rows, I moved on to a TBar row. Did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps here. Once again, letting form be a little looser than usual. I think I have 445s on there, strapped up, and then I'm using the V-bar handle. The one awkward thing about the V-bar handle is I set my feet up, stand up, and it feels like, that V-bar handle, if you pull too high towards your mid-abdomen, it's almost like you're going to fall forward, so you need to pull low to your waist, but then it sort of runs into your inner thighs at times. So I've tried a wide stance, a narrower stance. It still gives me problems from time to time. You can see right there I had to readjust my base just because I was starting to fall forward a little bit. So still finding my balance, even though I've been doing that exercise forever. One of my favorite exercises, though, I really feel like you just overload your back a ton. Even the static contraction of holding it is great for the back. Let's see, after that I moved on to a easy curl bar cable row, using the easy curl bar in a pronated grip with my elbows flared out to hit more of my mid, upper traps, or rhomboids, teres major area rather than my lats. This exercise felt really, really good today, getting a full stretch, getting my shoulder blades wrapped around my body, and then pinching from there. You guys know this is one of my favorite machines at the gym. Threw 345s on for, I think, 4 sets of 12 reps. Once again, full stretch as I come forward here, and then squeezing back as hard as I can, trying to squeeze my shoulder blade to my spine. Once again, a little body English is totally fine. I'm trying to overload the muscles more. Staying really, really, really strict is going to limit the amount of weight I can use, and my back has responded really well to these heavier loads. As long as I'm not getting pain or lower back discomfort, I'm going to keep rocking this sort of semi-loose form from time to time. And one thing I noticed when I was filming this, and if you guys watch my bench video, I said kind of the same thing. My right arm, actually, even though I don't have pain in my right shoulder, it feels weaker overall. So it was harder for me to drive my right elbow back to my side without over-rotating here, as you can see, compared to my left. So that's been an interesting observation the last couple of upper body workouts. After all the rowing, I moved on to some rear delt and upper back work. Started with a face pull. I'm finding that putting the cable apparatus up really, really high is I'm getting no shoulder pain. I was getting shoulder pain occasionally on my left side. I know that's a common theme in these last few workouts, but with it higher, for whatever reason, I think the downward angle helps, and I don't get that same shoulder pain in the front of my left shoulder, which is awesome. And then right here, I'm kind of using some body English just a little bit, kind of leaning forward and backward as I do it. I was actually thinking of, I'm sure some of you guys have seen those hoist machines in different videos. Well, number one, I've heard they're prohibitively expensive, but number two, they tend to do that exact same thing. They tend to move and give you a little like body English, which a lot of us naturally sort of, either duck our head forward or backward or round our chest or bring our chest up when we do certain movements. And I think that's the whole principle behind it. So you hear a lot of people, strict, got to be picture perfect like a robot. And I'm all about doing things as clean as you can and as strict as possible. Like you can see here with this rear Delt Fly, putting my head there keeps my torso from coming up as I get tired. But I still think that's the idea of the hoist machines, and people love those machines, and I'm convinced it's because their body naturally moves from the stretch to the squeeze, and your body sort of maneuvers its way around the whatever muscle group you're working on, whatever joint you're working on. And I haven't looked into the science of it, but I imagine it relieves stress on that joint instead of being in a fixed position. So I'm going to continue to do it. It's working well, and makes me happy, and everything feels smoother. Right here you can see I did like a quadruple drop set of barbell curls in the squat rack because fuck it, why not? And I actually did that 3 times, so I was absolutely dead. After that, I moved on to a facing away cable curl. This is really, really nice for the full stretch of the bicep. You can see I actually flex my tricep at the bottom and then come up until my forearm is just beyond parallel to the floor. Try to keep your elbow back as best you can, and you can actually see the marked difference in lighting. So on that right side, you can see really dim, and then over here with the lighting directly on top, you can see much more definition in the muscle. Once again, you can see fully flexed at the bottom, so fully let the elbow extend, and then come up. Try to squeeze the bicep without driving the elbow forward a ton. See, after that, I worked on some simultaneous dumbbell hammer curls. You can see here, using 30s, I was already really tired from all the curls, so this was a struggle. Just once again, working on the brachioradialis, the brachialis, the thickness of the biceps overall. I noticed that from the front, my biceps tend to look pretty thin, so working on that thickness more and more. And then I finished right here with a dumbbell Zottman curl, Z-O-T-T-M-A-N. Really, really nice. Up in a supinated position and then down. Rotate your wrists until they're pronated and drop down. That's going to hammer your forearms on the way down and hit your biceps on the way up. That's all I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you are enjoying these style of videos. Until next time, guys, I am out. Take care.